Good morning, everyone. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot, and this is your general energy reading for August the 2nd, 2023. Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in. I greatly appreciate all of you. Please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification button, and sit back and relax, and let's see what this day has in store for us. All right, so we are going to shuffle. This is the Crow Tarot that I'm using. See what the energy is for this day, August the 2nd, 2023. All right, so kind of what I see here is that you've been trying to move forward toward your dreams, toward your passions, toward your desires. It's been a very emotional and a very mental struggle, right? So the Page of Swords it has the swords, taking those ideas, flying through this storm, doing whatever you have to do to get beyond, to get beyond, to get beyond, to get beyond. And it's almost as if the traction that you are making or attempting to make then has you in the position of, okay, so now what? So I've weathered the storm, I've weathered the storm, I've weathered the storm, I've lost a few of this and a few of that, and now that I'm sitting here on this divine, passionate, creative energy, how do I get from point A to point B without being just so emotionally spent? So why the tower is here, I think, is to kind of let you know that all the struggle that you're feeling and emotional upheaval that you're feeling, the struggle that you think you have to go through emotionally, physically, spiritually, and mentally doesn't have to be. There are some things that you are dealing with that is causing you to create more of a struggle than this forward movement needs to be. So the Tower card is about destruction in a good way. So the Tower card kind of shows us that we are working with building materials. We are working with a mindset. We are working with an emotional state that isn't conducive to our forward movement. It's just not. When we are allowing things from the past or the present to keep us emotionally and physically and spiritually in a mindset of insecurity or doubt or uncertainty within ourselves, it's not good. So there's a lot of deconstruction that has to happen here. There's a lot of tearing down walls and rebuilding from a more stable foundation, right? You've done forgotten by the time you get here that the way to get from point A to point B is just allow yourself to be and fly. You've forgotten how powerful you are. You've forgotten everything that you've went through to get to this point. And I think the Tower card is saying you don't have to go through all those trials and tribulations. We are so convinced. Society has some of us so convinced that in order to succeed, we first have to hit rock bottom, or we first have to be in destitute, or we first have to pay our dues. And some of us get so caught up in that we actually do things to sabotage ourselves in order to think that that's the dues that we have to pay in order to be successful. Not true. Not true. So that way of thinking and that way of feeling has to change. It has to change. You've forgotten what a powerful being you are. You've forgotten how courageous you are. You've forgotten how brave you are. You've forgotten how strong you are and how powerful you are. So before going on this journey, and of whatever this journey is, before taking these ideas and moving off with them or going forward with them, make sure that the foundation that you're building these ideas off of is a solid one. Make sure it's a stable one, because if it's not, you're going to put yourself through a lot of trial and tribulation that is completely unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. You have dreams over here that all you have to do is spread your wings to get to. Why are you making it any more difficult than it needs to be? This is something that you're passionate about. This is something that flows through your veins. Why go through all of that emotional trial and tribulation? Why? All of that doesn't affect you if all you have to do is just spread your wings and fly and go to the dream that you are trying to. Why make it harder on yourself? That's the question. So you need to kind of go back and ask yourself, why am I allowing this to hold me back? Connect with your spirit guides. Connect with your spirit team. Listen to your intuition. This has to do with your career. And let me tell you, career-wise, those at the top will promise you and promise you and promise you. Some, not all are like this. Some will promise you the moon and stars and keep you as far as to the bottom as they can, because if you're rising, there's no room for them to rise farther, right? And sometimes these big businesses are all about themselves, are all about climbing the ladder, and not leaving any space for anyone else to climb the ladder, no matter how hard you work, no matter how much emotion you invest in it, or how much energy you invest in it. So now it's time to do a little bit of deconstructing here, and now it's time to talk to your spirit guides, your angels, whomever it is that you resonate with, and kind of get an idea on, how do I climb this corporate ladder? How do I succeed? How do I put myself in a place of success without all of this trials and tribulations and chaos and people crawfishing me and keeping me at the bottom and keeping me emotionally unfulfilled or unrested? It's a question you may need to want to ask yourself. Why are people trying to keep you down? And the main reason why people will try to keep you down is because they see within you the power to be more. They see within you success. They see you striving for that success. And for some people, that's very intimidating. So they keep you down. So they won't have the competition and have to deal with the fire and the passion that you have within you to climb that corporate ladder and to succeed, right? So keep them down, keep them down, keep them down, keep them mind fucked, keep them mind fucked. And the longer they're down, and the longer they feel as if they're not making any progress, and the longer they're downhill dealing with emotional turmoil and insecurity and doubt, they won't give a second thought about climbing up here to where I am. And then it's all about the competition in their minds, right? You don't give a shit about them. You don't give a shit about what they're doing or how they're doing it. Only thing you give a shit about is being successful and following your dreams. And now you have someone who is trying to keep you down because they fear your power. So it's about time for you to recognize that and do something about it. So that is your energy reading for today, August the 2nd, 2023. Have a great day.